to be very honest, I was very, very happy and comfortable doing movies in the south and touring, of course. But then I think with Jawan, I think Shah Rukh sir is one of the main reasons why I'm standing here on this stage. He made it a point. He made me one of his own. He took me into his, in his fold. And through the film process, he was very, very particular. He was telling me that with this film, I know everybody listens to your music everywhere, but with this film, I want every Indian to know who Anirudh is. And I think if he was here, he'll be proud right now. So thank you to Shah Rukh sir for making this happen.
So is it only one film or are you doing something more?
You should ask him about that.
Yeah. So there's something in the works. Are you also trying to tell Mani sir?
No, Mani sir and Rahman sir's combination is what we all love every day. We listen to that every day. And we get inspired by them till date. So whatever they do today is what we're going to try doing tomorrow. Yeah. So
wow.
That is the best combination ever, which I think India is proud of. So I'll never ask that to Mani sir.
Lovely. But before we let you go, you've got to hum one of your compositions. Chaleya.
Sorry, can I just take 1 minute?
Yeah, sure.
I just want to thank my music team. We were a school band and then a college band. We still work together, so I think I am standing here on stage, but they deserve all the credit. I'm probably the eldest of
Eight boys. 16 to 30.
Yeah, it's about 8 of us. I'll just quickly name them because I'm sure they'll be watching. It's Anant, Shashank, Srinivasan, Harish, Siddharth.
You forgot.
Sajid. Sajid and one more. Vinay. And I've missed one name. Shiv Kiran. I've got it.
Okay, Shiv Kiran. You got all of them.
Yeah, all of them. We were all a band in school and college, and we still work together. So they're my toughest critics, and I think they are one of the reasons why I'm here. So thanks.
Much love. Lot of weight because of this to all your friends and we've got to come into your studio one day, and I want to see you create.
Welcome anytime.
But right now I want you to sing.
Okay.
Quickly.
Okay, just a few lines.
इश्क में दिल बना है, इश्क में दिल फना है, ओ हो तेरे सारे रंग ओढ़ के डंग ओढ़ के तेरा हुआ मैं सबको छोड़ के हो बहता चले आ तेरी ओर तेरा चले आ है जोर तेरा होया मैं यार वे भूले आए संसार वे.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anirudh Ravichandar, and a big thank you to Mani sir for doing the honors. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is yours.
Viewers, the Congress has let it be known that it will not go to Ayodhya on January 22nd because it says religion is a personal matter. An inauguration of an incomplete temple is a political project and an RSS BJP event. These are the Congress's words, not mine. It said that this is an RSS BJP event brought forward for electoral gain. Now, all these reasons, viewers, are unlikely to be accepted by millions of Hindus for whom the Ram Mandir is an embodiment of their faith. To them, each of the reasons is riddled with contradictions and logical infirmities. If religion is, as the Congress says, quote, personal matter, unquote, then why did the Indian state under the Congress meddle with it so much? Why were legislations strengthened that allowed the state to wrest control of Hindu temples? Why was the places of worship law promulgated in 1991 to effectively deny Hindus a fundamental right, the legal basis to approach court? Why was the Waqf Act passed that gave sweeping rights to the Muslim community to take over land? Why was the Hajj pilgrimage subsidized and Muslim imams handed generous monthly benefits? Why did Prime Minister Manmohan Singh host iftar parties at his prime ministerial residence? And why did Sonia Gandhi in 2016 write to the Pope at the Vatican to say, and I quote from her letter, if I had not been unwell, I would have been there to witness this sacred ceremony, unquote. This was in connection with the canonization of Mother Teresa. And as for not attending the Pran Pratishtha because the inauguration is a supposedly, quote, BJP project, unquote, the Congress appears to have conceded that it doesn't have an intellectual argument to connect with those Hindus who have come to believe that it's only the BJP that can safeguard their religious rights. After all, if the Congress is so militant about seeing the Mandir from a purely spiritual lens, why did the central government under Rajiv Gandhi facilitate the opening of the Babri Masjid's locks in 1987? Why did the Rajiv Gandhi government allow the VHP to carry out Shilanyas? And why was Rajiv Gandhi so keen to appropriate the Mandir movement by lustily promising to usher in, quote, Ram Rajya, unquote, if voted back to power in 1989? And most of all, why did the party bring an ordinance for the construction of a Ram Mandir on the Ram Janam Bhoomi in Ayodhya within months of the demolition of the Babri Masjid under P.V. Narasimha Rao? But let me not digress, viewers, by raising all these questions tonight. Today's debate is not just about calling out the Congress and the opposition for not attending the Pran Pratishtha ceremony on January 22nd, but also about the India bloc's decision to gun for the Prime Minister for demonstrating his devotion to Lord Ram. So viewers, they have a problem with his darshan on January 22nd, and now they have a problem with the Prime Minister's devotion itself to Lord Ram. Earlier in the day, Modi announced that he will be strictly observing the 11-day-long anushthan rituals that have been prescribed in the text in the run-up to the Jan 22 Pratishtha. First, listen to the reasons why the Prime Minister is following this punishing anushthan. Listen.
हर किसी को इंतजार है 22 जनवरी का, उस ऐतिहासिक पवित्र पल का। और अब अयोध्या में रामलला की प्राण प्रतिष्ठा में केवल 11 दिन ही बचे हैं। मेरा सौभाग्य है कि मुझे भी इस पुण्य अवसर का साक्षी बनने का अवसर मिल रहा है। ये मेरे लिए कल्पनातीत अनुभूतियों का समय है। मैं भावुक हूँ, भाव विह्वल हूँ। मैं पहली बार जीवन में इस तरह के मनोभाव से गुजर रहा हूँ। मैं एक अलग ही भाव भक्ति की अनुभूति कर रहा हूँ। मेरे अंतर मन की ये भाव यात्रा मेरे लिए अभिव्यक्ति का नहीं, अनुभूति का अवसर है। चाहते हुए भी मैं इसकी गहनता, व्यापकता और तीव्रता को शब्दों में बांध नहीं पा रहा हूं। आप भी भली भांति मेरी स्थिति समझ सकते हैं। जिस स्वप्न को अनेकों पीढ़ियों ने वर्षों तक एक संकल्प की तरह अपने हृदय में जिया, मुझे उसकी सिद्धि के समय उपस्थित होने का सौभाग्य मिला है।
As a Bhakt, speaking as a Bhakt, the Prime Minister, viewers, is submitting himself to his Lord. But listen to the opposition's disparaging remarks about the PM's anushthan, his belief in his Isht Devta. Listen in.
जो हमारे धर्मशास्त्र के अनुसार मंदिर निर्माण पूर्ण होने पर ही प्राण प्रतिष्ठा होती है, वो धर्मशास्त्र के विपरीत ये निर्णय लिया गया है राजनीतिक तौर पर जी, क्योंकि वो लोकसभा चुनाव के पहले इसको प्राण प्रतिष्ठा को करना चाहते थे ताकि उनको चुनाव में फायदा हो जाए, और मूल रूप से ये धार्मिक मुद्दा नहीं होते हुए एक राजनीतिक मुद्दा उन्होंने बना दिया।
राम मंदिर की स्थापना के पक्ष में है, प्राण प्रतिष्ठा के पक्ष में है। इसको लेकर के जो तुच्छ राजनीति की जा रही है उसके भी विरुद्ध है।
तो यह अगर संतों को करने देते तो राम की मर्यादा भी बनी रहती, मंदिर जो बन रहा उसका पवित्रता बनी रहती। इन्होंने तो अपवित्र कर दिया, ये सारे कार्यक्रम को अपवित्र कर दिया, सारे कार्यक्रम को इन्होंने राजनीतिक कर दिया।
शुद्ध रूप से धार्मिक होता तो किसी को कोई आपत्ति नहीं होती, क्योंकि इसका पूरा स्वरूप राजनीतिक है, इसलिए ये बातें आ रही। आप राम जी के अधूरे मंदिर का निर्माण पूर्ण होने के पहले राम नवमी के लिए भी बिना रुके 22 जनवरी के लिए क्यों कर रहे हैं? इसलिए कि चुनाव होने वाले 2024 के चुनाव ने ये तारीख किस लिए चुनी गई? 22 जनवरी की तारीख, जिन कारणों से ये तारीख चुनी गई और जिस प्रकार से इसको किया जा रहा है उसकी आपत्ति है। राम जी को किसकी आपत्ति हो सकती है?
Viewers, the BJP says the attack on the Prime Minister displaying his devotion is most uncharitable. In Hindu tradition, bhakti is a very private compact between an individual and his Isht Devta. To be seen sitting in judgment of an individual's devotion to his chosen deity is poor optics and worse politics. It will only strengthen the hands of those who have branded the Congress, quote, Muslim party, unquote, that holds all things Hindu in contempt. A tag that Sonia Gandhi herself admitted has cost the Congress politically. Let's open this up for debate, viewers. From going out there, says the BJP, to boycotting the darshan, now the BJP says you are disgracing the Prime Minister's devotion. This suggests that your reasons for the boycott of the Pran Pratishtha are actually compelled by your vote bank politics. That's the charge. How does the opposition answer to this charge? Let's open this up. I want to first begin with Lokesh Jindal to get a sense of how he can explain these incongruities. You say that this entire attempt is a political program. The Ram Mandir is a political project. Yet, sir, I have listed several instances where you have dragged the Ram project into politics. Why these double standards? If not because you actually have an antipathy towards the Prime Minister, which you are therefore transferring onto the Pratishtha.
Good evening, Rahul. Rahul, if you talk about the temple, it represents microcosm of the universe, and the Garbhagriha, it has a towering shikha where we see the amalak, which is a lotus shaped, and on the amalak there is a kalash. The amalak represents the seat of the deity and the kalash represents the creation of the universe. These are incomplete. These are not yet made in the temple. And then you are doing the Pran Pratishtha. I don't understand as per which vidhi and vidhan is the Pran Pratishtha being carried out without the amalak, kalash, without the completion of the temple. It is very much against the very basic tenets of temple building. And on these points, the four Shankaracharyas, they have raised their objections. They are pointing out what's this haste. In another 3 months, when we are nearing the Ram Navami, all this work could have been done. The Pran Pratishtha ceremony could have been carried out as per the Vidhi and the Vidhan. But still the BJP was in such a haste. Now this haste can only be understood by their political project. The BJP wants to gain maximum political mileage out of it. And that's the only reason why they are in this particular race to have the Pran Pratishtha done on 22nd of January. If there is any other reason as per Panchang or as per Vidhi Vidhan, please enlighten me.
So are you then saying, Lokesh Jindal, my counter question to you, are you then saying that you will only visit the Ram temple in Ayodhya after the entire 3 stages are constructed? Because if you are not saying that, then what is your Congress state UP unit going to do on the 15th? Which temple bell are they going to ring? If nothing is constructed there, sir, why are they going then?
Rahul, On 22nd of January...
No, I'm asking you, sir, please be... Look, I've heard your response. I'm asking you, your own state unit in Uttar Pradesh has written to the higher-ups, the Gandhis and all the others in your primary body to say, we are going on the 15th. Why are they going on the 15th to an incomplete temple? To do what?
Well, Rahul, it is as per their personal faith and devotion.
So the Prime Minister can't have his personal faith and devotion. He lives on planet Mars.
No, he can have his personal
So
faith
then-
and devotion in his
so-
personal capacity.
And if
But
hundreds,
when
no,
he
hang
stand-
on.
when he
Are you
takes
trying to
the
tell me?
entire-
No, are you trying to tell me that the Prime Minister has no right to show his personal devotion? Only about 20 of your Karyakartas from the UP unit of the Congress have that prerogative.
No, Rahul,
Is that
these
it?
Karyakartas are not doing the Pran Pratishtha ceremony there.
Sir, they're
They are
going to
only
worship
going
somebody,
there
right?
And offering their prayers.
Okay, they're
But
going to
when
go
the
and
Pran
offer their
Pratishtha
prayers. The Prime
ceremony
Minister
is
can't
carried
offer his
out-
prayers. Okay, one second. Let me bring in the BJP's national spokesperson on this point. I just also want to tell viewers that in about 20 minutes, we will be speaking to the chief priest of the Ram Mandir, who I've asked all these questions or doubts that are being raised by Mr. Lokesh Jindal, and we'll have to wait for his answer because viewers, the Shankaracharyas will have to reread their scriptures after his response. So I'm only not killing the suspense, I'm putting it out there. He has some very pointed interjections, but nonetheless, the national spokesperson of the BJP must respond today to Lokesh Jindal and to others who are asking perhaps the same question because they believed what the Shankaracharyas and what the opposition is saying about the Pran Pratishtha and the Hari and all of that. Yes.
You know, Rahul, I'll quote a few lines from the Hanuman Chalisa, which actually answer many of the questions that your audience, I'm sure, is very keen to know, especially the Congress cabal, which has been peddling falsehoods. भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे, नासे रोग हरे सब पीड़ा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा, संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे, सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लाए, सोई अमित जीवन फल पाए, चारों जग प्रताप तुम्हारा है, प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे, अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता, असबर दीना जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा, तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुपरपुर जाई, जहां जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई, और देवता चितना धरे, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करे, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीड़ा, जो सुमिरई हनुमत बलबीरा, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई, जो सब बार पाठ कर कोई, छूटे बंदी महासुख होई, जो ये पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होए सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेहरा, कीजे नाथ हृदय महा डेरा. Now, I am a big Hanuman bhakt, and the reason I read out these lines is that हनुमान जी कहते हैं कि राम सबके हैं, राम सर्वश्रेष्ठ हैं, पर जब जब कोई रोड़ा अटकाने की कोशिश करता है किसी शुभ कार्य में, कोई विघ्न डालने की कोशिश करता है किसी शुभ कार्य में, कोई अटकाने की कोशिश करता है या बाधा डालने की कोशिश करता है किसी शुभ कार्य में, तो हनुमान जी वहां आकर खड़े हो जाते हैं और विघ्न हर्ता का काम करते हैं. एंड आई थिंक that by deciding not to, partake of the consecration ceremony on the 22nd of January, be it Sonia Gandhi, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, Mamta Banerjee, Mallikarjun Kharge, Sitaram Yechuri, what have you, kahin na kahin, I say this, and I say this with all humility, maybe good riddance, because ye aate wahan to roda atkane ka kaam karte. But the more important point beyond, religion is this. The big argument in the last couple of days is शंकराचार्यज ने मना कर दिया है कि हम पार्टिसिपेट नहीं करेंगे जो प्राण प्रतिष्ठा सेरेमनी है 22 जनवरी को. So Rahul, I want to ask the Congress one question. It was on the 11th of November 2004, in the middle of Diwali celebrations, the then Shankaracharya of Kanchi Peeth, Jayendra Saraswati, was picked up from his home without an FIR. He was framed for murder charges. He spent the better part of, 8-9 years in the lockup. He was acquitted in 2013. He died in 2018, a broken man. And there is a buzz that murder for which he was implicated. But even after he was acquitted, not a single Congress person came out saying that what happened with Jayendra Saraswati, the ex-Shankaracharya of Kanchi Peeth, was absolutely unjust. Today these guys are giving lectures quoting from what the Shankaracharyas have to say. But also don't forget 2008, when one of the very famous Hindu seers then, Swami Lakshmanan Saraswati, he was brutally murdered in Odisha. And you know, if you go and do some research, you will find out that the Congress actually went to the courts saying let there not be any CBI probe into the brutal murder of Swami Lakshmanan Saraswati. This is the same Congress party which till a few months back has been mocking, you know, Jagadguru Vasudev Jaggi, who has been, launching the Save Soil, Save Forest, Save River campaigns, saying, "Arey, ye to BJP ke pravakta hai." And for the Congress today to sit here and wax eloquent about what the Shankaracharyas have to say or do not have to say is a bit too rich, but I will end in 20 seconds.
Okay.
I have this to say to Lokesh. This is an argument, which has been given, but it needs to be reinforced each time the Congress peddles falsehoods. Yes, the Ram Mandir construction is yet to be consummated fully. But is the Garbha Griha or the Sanctum Sanctorum complete? Yes. And for the Pran Pratishtha ceremony, which basically means infusing life into the idol of Shri Ram Lalla, the Garbha Griha is complete. The Sanctum Sanctorum is complete. And all that the Hindu ritual says that you have to face the east, derive energy from the sun amidst Vedic rituals between 12 and 1 in the afternoon, which is called the Abhijit Muhurta. It is at that time that you have to have the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. It does not talk about the Mandir being complete. So please get your facts right. Do not peddle falsehoods.
On this issue, on the spiritual aspect of this and what is right, the ritualism, etc., we will speak to the right authority. I don't think Lokesh Jindal has, at least in my knowledge, acquired that wisdom. So let's put that aside. Lokesh bhai, you can definitely paraphrase the Shankaracharyas and you're within your rights. Whether the Congress has supported them unconditionally or not is also an argument we can have, but I don't think we should get into the fine points of the rituals because none of us here are qualified. I will be speaking to the chief priest, to the most informed authority in just a few moments, viewers. We'll get that answer. But let me bring in Mr. Varis Pathan and, of course, researcher and author who is also with us on this particular debate, Ratan Sharda ji. Let me open this up. Varis bhai, look, I don't want to rub the Congress into the ground by saying, look at how duplicitous the party is. It talks about how the BJP is politicizing but forgets its own role, which I have listed in 4 or 5 points in politicizing the Ram movement. Neither am I going to confront it with what Mr. Kejriwal has recently said. He says, "Mujhe to Pran Pratishtha ke liye jana, I would love to go. मेरे को तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बस मेरे को न्योता नहीं आया, नहीं तो मैं वहां पहुंच जाता." This is the ally of the Congress party. This is one of the principal pegs around which the India alliance revolves, viewers. He has no problem, but the Congress has a problem with the Pran Pratishtha. He has no problem, neither does Lakshman Singh, who is a brother of Digvijay Singh, closest advisor to Rahul Gandhi, have a problem. Neither does a large number of Himachal MLAs have a problem. Neither does the UP unit of the Congress party have a problem. But the High Command has a problem. Now, I want to ask you, sir, Varis bhai, it's a very simple question. It's a very, very simple question. Are political compulsions holding the Congress back? If not, then why is the AAP wanting to go, which is part of the Indie bloc, and why isn't the Congress taking a position on that?
Well, good evening, Rahul, to you and to my co-panelists, and I would like Rahul to extend me the same courtesy which you gave to the BJP spokesperson, because I would like to make 2-3 quick points.
Yes, sir.
The first thing, Rahul, is here the belief and faith is a personal individual wish. If you are invited and if you don't want to go, it is your wish. If you are not invited and if you want to go there, it is your wish. We have made ourselves clear that even if you invite us or you don't invite us, we will die rather than going there, because we still feel that our Babri Masjid was demolished through a conspiracy, and you are making a temple there because the judgment was passed on the basis of faith and not on the basis of evidence, as the Supreme Court has said in the judgment. The 5-judge benches headed by Justice Gogoi has clearly said that we don't have any evidence to show that a temple was destroyed to build a mosque. Nor they say, they will go further and say that the ASI cannot be relied upon because we did not find any submissions out of it. Third thing they said was the act of demolishing the mosque was a criminal act. Though culprits were left scot-free, the BJP did not go for an appeal in that matter. But let me remind the entire nation, Rahul, through your channel, that the BJP and the RSS have put the entire religious event into a political event. It is a religious event. Even the four Shankaracharyas who are having millions of followers throughout the country and the world, they have boycotted it. The Puri Shankaracharya clearly stated that we won't go there for the Pran Pratishtha, because if Modi is bringing the political issue into a religious matter, if he does the Pran Pratishtha, what are we going to do there? Sit and clap? The second Shankaracharya, what he said, that the temple work is still under construction, it is not complete, and you cannot go there and do a Pran Pratishtha in an incomplete temple. That is what they say. So it is not good for. So are they also anti-Hindus? Because the BJP and the RSS feel that whosoever does not follow their policy, whosoever goes against their ideology is an anti-national, and now even the Shankaracharyas, they are terming them as anti-Hindus because we see what the trolls are doing for them. Third thing, coming back to the issue that why the Pran Pratishtha, why Modi wants to make that event. Everybody knows. In the country, people are asking the questions to the BJP. Time again in the last 10 years, what have you done for the betterment of the people? What about your guarantees? You have given a guarantee that you will give 15 lakh deposit in your account, which is not come. You gave guarantee that 2 crore jobs will be provided, but today the youth of the country is jobless. The jobs they have no jobs. So to divert the mind of the nation prior to the 2024 elections, they are bringing this event of this Pran Pratishtha. People are asking, not me, people, top Hindu literature, people who have studied the PhDs and doctorates, they were asking a question, with whose consultation the date was fixed as the 22nd January? Did you take into consideration the Shankaracharyas or the Mards people that okay, we are making this date?
Rahul.
Why? Because
Okay,
prior to 2024
okay, so you finished your point.
The situation.
Varis Bhai, you are saying that it's all political.
Yeah.
It's all political, this build-up is political. Viewers, let me ask one simple question of Lokesh Jindal. One 30-second question before I bring in Ratan Sharda ji and also Sanju Verma. Mr. Jindal, when did the judgment on Ayodhya come?
2019.
What month exactly?
I don't remember.
November 9th.
Sir,
2019.
November 9th.
Okay.
Right. Now,
Yes.
you do recall that the Congress party, the AIMM and all these great political parties went to the electorate in March, April 2019 saying exactly what they're saying today, कि वो 15 लाख या 5 लाख या 10 लाख नहीं account में आए, नौकरियां नहीं हुई, but Mr. Modi came back with even a bigger mandate. Have you forgotten this? That means, sir, they haven't believed. The people do not believe either the message or the messenger. The messenger being Rahul Gandhi and his message, which is that Mr. Modi has done nothing for the people and therefore should be voted out. He didn't need the Ram Mandir. The Ram Mandir judgment was not delivered by him, it was delivered by the Supreme Court. Ahead of a campaign in 2019, viewers, ahead of a campaign in 2019 where Rahul Gandhi thought he was sweeping the election, Modi didn't have the courts expedite the judgment, did he? He didn't have a Pran Pratishtha before that 2019 election, viewers, did he? No. Yet, some of you came out and voted for him. I'm just setting that aside. I want to very quickly go back to this one point that has been brought up constantly. This Shankaracharya point, this hurrying of the timeline point with Sanju Verma and also our very scholarly guest on our panel, Mr. Ratan Sharda. So very quickly, Sanju Verma, 30 seconds before I go to Mr. Sharda. Yes.
You know, Rahul, I've already made the point on Shankaracharyas, but I need to rebut Varis Pathan. You know, Varis Pathan accuses the Prime Minister of intertwining religion with politics. I just want to read out this tweet in 5 seconds, put out by Asaduddin Owaisi on the 1st of January 2024 at 5:05 PM. मेरे नौजवानों, अपनी ताकत को बरकरार रखो और अपने मस्जिदों को आबाद रखो, कहीं ऐसा ना हो कि हमारी मस्जिदें छीन ली जाए. This man, Asaduddin Owaisi, openly gives a clarion call, an incendiary statement exhorting Muslim youth to keep multiplying in numbers and ensuring that their masjids are not taken away. And look at the hypocrisy. Their spokesperson sits here and talks about how religion and politics need to be kept apart.
But I think we've established how the opposition
Rahul, can I just finish, please? You
has
gave
muddied the waters.
Monologue.
Yes.
You gave a more long monologue to Varis Pathan.
Okay.
I will
30
very
seconds,
quickly just
please.
finish. Yes. You know, all this, narrative, अरे कुछ हुआ नहीं 9 सालों में, 9.5 सालों में कुछ नहीं हुआ, 15 लाख नहीं मिले, jobs not getting created. That is a whole lot of hogwash. Now in 30 seconds, I will nail the lies. Today, unemployment is at a record low of 3.2%. With the rural labor force participation rate at an all-time high of 61%. Retail inflation is at a new low of 4.8% and wholesale inflation is a negative 0.52%.
Okay.
Every month under the EPFO, 15 to 17 lakh new subscribers are being added and 58% of the new subscribers are people in the 18 to 25 age bracket who got a job for the first time.
I think these statistics. Yes, Sanju Verma, we have just come out. No, 1 second. I just want to make a small point which will sum up what you're saying. We've just come out of an election cycle, viewers. Just about a month ago, we had election in the Hindi belt, some of the poorest states where the Congress was in power and got voted out. It tells you something, doesn't it? So, I think Sanju Verma, you don't have to rattle out these statistics. I just want to bring in.
Rahul, let me make my point at least.
Okay, please. Ratan Sharda has been completely sidelined.
Yes,
just 20 more seconds. I know you'll give some more statistics. You just have to point the result out.
Rahul, you did not heckle or interject Varis Pathan. You're eating into my time.
Okay.
With very,
go on, ma'am.
With a lot of humility.
Go on.
Yeah. So I repeat, unemployment new low of 3.2%, retail inflation new low of 4.8%, the National Stock Exchange at an all-time high market cap of $4.2 trillion. India is the world's second largest smartphone market, the world's 5th largest stock market, the world's 2nd largest two-wheeler market, the world's 4th largest automobile market, the world's 3rd largest energy producer, the world's 2nd largest steel producer. So Varis Pathan, read and come before you peddle falsehoods.
Ratan Sharda, I just want to bring in 1 second. Ratan Sharda, just 1 second. Sir, 1 second. Look, this can keep going on between the two of you about who's done what work and who's not done work, but I just want to come back to the main issue. Ratan Sharda, how do you contextualize the recalcitrance in the opposition ranks about this ceremony?
Well, Rahul, first of all, tell me which party had supported Ram Mandir movement all these years? From 1980 onwards, RSS ideological family fought for Ram Mandir, particularly RSS, VHP, BJP, etc. Did any of these people ever support Ram Mandir? Did any of these people ever allow negotiation or discussions between the scholars of VHP and of the so-called eminent historians? No. Did they allow Muslims to go for a compromise formula? No. As a Jain Muni in your own program had very rightly pointed out, that was fizzled out, it was frustrated by the same very Congress people. And if you remember, what was the first test of fire for Prabhu Ramchandra? It was Vishwamitra taking him to forest to stop the mischievous demons from destroying their Havan, Yagya. So this is the same people who are trying to destroy, mitigate, spoil the entire atmosphere of goodwill, wonderful spirituality, when for the first time post-independence, a huge temple which are destroyed by the invaders is being rebuilt. The AMA person, Pathan, can go on rattling all this. Supreme Court judgment very clearly was based on evidence, scientific evidence, ASI, which was confirmed by High Court, and that was again reconfirmed by Supreme Court. So let us stop this hogwash of this being question of faith. It was purely on scientific basis. Now, who decided the Murat? All these pundits who are sitting here today, who claim to be more pundits with Janevu worn over the top of the coat. I will tell who the person is. His name is Jyotishacharya Ganesh Shastri Dravid, who comes from South, who is in Kashi for generations together, who has also won Ramananda Puraskar Award for his wonderful work in the matter of astrology, astronomy, etc. Are these people more clever than him? And none of the Muhurt is taken by Shankaracharya. Muhurt is always decided by these scholars, these Shastris, these Jyotishacharya. And this is not 22nd January. It is Paush Shukla Dwadash. That is the Muhurt. Let us understand, it's a Hindu Muhurt. It is not an English Muhurt. It was decided by this venerable person who is respected all over the world, and all the people voting for the best possible Muhurt. So let us not become very scholarly about what Muhurt is. Now, as far as these people are concerned, when did Congress ever support all this activity? Never. And now we talk of Karnataka, 34,000 temples to be lit up and celebrated by their own Congress Deputy Chief Minister. Gujarat person, your own panelists have continuously said this is a poor decision. Even Mr. Jha, Sanjay Jha comes on a program, who doesn't like RSS BJP a wee bit, has said that it's a wrong decision. You can keep on arguing, but basically you don't understand how to react. Rajiv Gandhi has much more better sense. Indira Gandhi has much more better sense. They have gone back to Nehru of 1949 50 when he opposed the Pran Pratishtha of Somnath Temple. After that, Congress changed.
He even opposed the opening.
Yes,
the idols.
He in fact sought with the Rajendra Prasad ji had worse kind of funeral, cremation. Okay. You'll also remember P.V. Narasimha was kept outside.
So you're saying this is in the DNA?
Purely political.
DNA. Well, remember,
not only DNA. This has come now after Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi. JNU kind of people are now advising Rahul Gandhi as taking him down the doomsline.
Viewers, look, the big elephant in the room is this Shankaracharya.
Shankaracharya?
Yes.
Shankaracharya is the same Shankaracharya fought election against Modi ji.
Yes,
didn't get file nomination, and he also spoke something against partition, against Indian Muslims. Are they going to implement that also? So don't quote Shankaracharya ji off point. He is also very much against. So what secular called very provocative statement.
Yes.
Please go and read it and implement it if you have got guts.
So you're saying he's basically already played a political role in the past. Okay, now viewers, let's ask this fundamental question. Another big fake news is now being demolished. They said that, LK Advani has not been invited, this, that, the other. LK Advani has been invited, and in fact, he has come out, viewers, and he has said very clearly, offering his congratulations to the Prime Minister, he says that the Prime Minister is a devotee chosen by Lord Ram himself. And he says PM Modi will represent all Indians in the puja. So this is an individual who also led the movement, viewers. And how could not it have been political when, of course, viewers, let's not forget that a question of faith was being so completely sidetracked. It needed political representation, and therefore, viewers, there's nothing wrong in pushing a political point on this. But let's go back to the Shankaracharya issue. The entire opposition that has decided to boycott the Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha, or at least vast sections of it, is now hiding behind the fact that 4 Shankaracharyas have decided also not to attend on January 22nd. The Shankaracharyas have listed pointed reasons. They've said installing Lord Ram idol before the temple completion is against Hindu norms. There was no reason to rush ceremony before temple completion. We're not against the government, but we can't go against Dharma Shastras. And they also say that the duty of Shankaracharyas is to ensure religious scriptures are followed to the T. But the chief priest of the Ram temple, Mahant Satyendra Das, is now joining us to answer whether the Shankaracharya's reasons for their no-show are valid or not. As the ultimate authority, his view will go a long way in perhaps settling this debate. So we go straight across to Mahant Satyendra Das ji, who is the chief priest of the Ram Mandir. Mahant ji, Modi ji anushthan कर रहे हैं, इसका क्या महत्व है? पहले तो आप हमारे दर्शकों को ये बताइए.
भाई ये प्रधानमंत्री जी का बात है, उनके विचार हैं और उनको अनुष्ठान करने के लिए इस प्रकार से किया है, तो उसको तो प्रधानमंत्री जी बताएंगे ना कि क्या है. वैसे यहाँ चूँकि जो अंतिम में प्राण प्रतिष्ठा के बाद जो प्राण प्रतिष्ठा होगी जिस दिन, उस दिन प्रधानमंत्री जी को यहाँ आना है और उनके कुछ कार्यक्रम उनके हाथों से किया जाएगा. हो सकता है यह दृष्टि में रख करके वो इस तरह से व्रत किए हों,
ठीक है,
लेकिन जानकारी पूरी प्रधानमंत्री को होगी और उन्हीं के माध्यम से जब कहेंगे कुछ तभी पता चलेगा.
4 पीठों के शंकराचार्यों ने कह दिया है कि वो प्राण प्रतिष्ठा में नहीं शामिल होंगे. क्योंकि मंदिर निर्माण अब तक खत्म नहीं हुआ है। इस पे आपकी क्या राय है महंत जी?
देखिए, इसमें जो एक ही मंदिर नीचे से ऊपर होता है तो उसमें वो एक माना जाता है और उसमें प्राण प्रतिष्ठा और पूरा मंदिर वो माना जाता है। ये 3 खंडों में बन रहा है, ऊपर छत पड़ रहा है और गर्भगृह बन गई है, इसलिए तीनों भाग अलग अलग हैं। इसके जितना ज़रूरी है, जैसे गुम्बज बनना ज़रूरी है वो बन गया है, और जो क्या कहते हैं जगमोहन वो बन गया है, कई चीज़ बन गए हैं। इसके ऊपर जो बनना है वो अलग है। तो एक भाग जो है वो जो धरातल का भाग है वो पूरा हो गया है। यदि पूरा ही नहीं हुआ होता तो उसे अधूरा माना जाते हैं, लेकिन अधूरा नहीं है, यह पूरा है और शास्त्र सम्मत है। अब रही वो शंकराचार्य जी महाराज जो लोग अपने अपने विचार रखते हैं और वो स्थिति जो है यहाँ की ज्ञान नहीं है, उनको यही मालूम है कि तीन खंडों में बनना है, एक ही खंड बना है, 2 बाकी है, लेकिन एक खंड जो पूरा हो गया है। और ऐसा जो मंदिर बनते हैं कि एक ही खंड में पूरा होता है, जिसमें किसी प्रकार के बीच में वो छत नहीं होते हैं और सीधे वो गुम्बज तक बनाए जाते हैं। उसमें उस ऐसे मंदिर के लिए जब तक उसका पूरा नहीं होता वो अधूरा माना जाता है। लेकिन ये अपने आप में एक तल पूरा है, इसे अधूरा नहीं है।
अधूरा नहीं है तो क्या वजह है कि ये शंकराचार्य जी ऐसा कह रहे हैं? कि क्या वो गलत कह रहे हैं कि क्या है, वजह क्या है?
हाँ, शंकराचार्य जी भाई वो शंकराचार्य हैं, वो उस दृष्टि से कहे होंगे जो मंदिर सीधा एक ही में बनते हैं उनको उनके लिए पूरा माना जाता है, और जो खंड खंड में मिलते हैं तो जितने खंड के बने होते हैं वही होते हैं, अपने आप में वही पूरा माने जाते हैं। ये गर्भगृह के लिए केवल बना है और गर्भगृह पूरा है, इसलिए इतना भाग्य जो है पूरा है।
महंत जी, शंकराचार्य जी ने कहा है कि अगर मोदी जी प्राण प्रतिष्ठा में शामिल होंगे तो उनका आने का कोई फायदा नहीं है। इस पे आपकी क्या टिप्पणी है?
देखिए, जो भक्ति भाव है ना, यहाँ 2 नीतियाँ हैं, एक धर्मनीति, एक राजनीति। राजनीति अपने में है, जहाँ राजनीति करना होता है वहाँ हो जाते हैं, लेकिन ये धर्म नीति है। कोई भी व्यक्ति चाहे किसी भी पद पर हो, लेकर अपने जो सिद्धांत उसके निजी विचार होते हैं वह अपने को कर सकता है। वो किसी इष्ट के साथ, भगवान राम के साथ उनका लगाव है, वो भक्ति भाव उनके प्रति है, उनके प्रति श्रद्धा है, तो ऐसे में उनको आने का आत्मबल मिला, उनको आत्मसंतुष्टि मिली और भगवान राम ला की उनके ऊपर कृपा होगी। और जहाँ पर कृपा राम के होई तहाँ पर कृपा करें सब कोई, और उनकी कृपा हो जाने के बाद में और जो भी जनता है जिस भी उद्देश्य से वो व्रत कर रहे हैं और यहाँ आए रहे हैं वो सबकी पूर्ति होगी। और ये हमें जो यह भगवान की कृपा होगी तो जो जनता है उनकी भी कृपा उन पर बनेगी, तो आगे का जो भी कार्य है पूरा होगा।
क्या बीजेपी आरएसएस ने प्राण प्रतिष्ठा पर कब्जा कर लिया है महंत जी?
नहीं, कब्जा नहीं किया है भाई। इसके तो कई जो कुल लगभग कई ऐसे उसमें ट्रस्ट में हैं जो सबके अलग अलग अधिकार हैं, और अलग अलग अधिकारों में वो सभी के सब जो भी अपने विचार रख सकते हैं और जो भी उसमें त्रुटियां आ सकती हैं उसको निराकरण कर सकते हैं, और उसमें जो रोकना चाहिए तो रोक भी सकते हैं। इसी कई प्रकार कई हमें संत हैं, कई महंत भी हैं, कई मंडलायुक्त भी हैं। इसलिए जो उन्होंने यह कर रहे हैं वह सभी का सहमति है। जो सभी की सहमति बन जाएगी वही काम हो पाएगा, और यह नहीं है कि जब सहमति नहीं बनेगी तब भी होगा, ऐसा नहीं है। कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि जो प्रधानमंत्री जी उस पर थोपेंगे या कहेंगे वही होगा, बल्कि जो भी अभी तक कई बैठकें हो चुकी हैं, संतों का भी राय लिया गया है, और जो ट्रस्ट में हैं सभी लोग एक साथ बैठ करके यह निर्णय किए गए हैं। इसलिए जो प्रधानमंत्री जी का निजी यह व्यवस्था है और उनके अपनी श्रद्धा, अपना विश्वास राम के प्रति है, उनकी ये भक्ति है, तो भक्ति को इसके साथ, राजनीति के साथ नहीं जोड़ना चाहिए और न उनके पद के साथ जोड़ना चाहिए।
महंत जी धन्यवाद, आपने हमसे बात किया, विस्तार में सब चीज़ें आपने समझाई हैं। एंड वन जस्ट होप्स महंत जी कि ये जो पूरी कंट्रोवर्सी छिड़ी है आफ्टर व्हाट द शंकराचार्यज हैव सेड इज नाउ फाइनली लेड टू रेस्ट। यू हर्ड इट from the ultimate authority on this entire Pran Pratishtha. We leave it at this. We'll take a short break. Viewers, an interfaith couple in Karnataka brutalized. But why are people silent about this? Why is there no talk about it? We'll tell you after we return. Don't go away.
Co-powered by that have been launched against the commercial merchant vessels, and if that does take place, what will it exactly translate to on the ground level? If you could take us through the anticipated consequences of such an attack, of a full-fledged, for that matter, full-fledged war between these two sides.
Well, Houthis have in the past attacked the Saudi and UAE locations deep down various petroleum facilities or refinery facilities, including of Aramco. Have been attacked, and so we know that Houthis have the capability to strike deep inside UAE and Saudi, which is like very much near to their locations. Talking about these attacks on the deployment that US, UK and other countries have done in Red Sea, we have seen multiple attacks having in the past also when cargo ships were attacked. So far there has not been any any significant attack on any military or naval vessel that has been deployed by US, UK or other countries which are part of that prosperity garden. So, but in the wake of the latest escalation, we can assume that there will be some retaliation from Sena because these attacks are not only going to give some sort of moral authority to the Yemeni government, but also the people in Yemen who have been until now not or divided on the kind of attacks that the Yemeni government was taking against US ships. They will be rallying their support for the cause of people from Gaza, for the cause of attack that has happened from the US and UK side on Yana and Sena and various locations. And so now we can see more emboldened or confident Yemeni government takes actions, retaliatory action mostly against those ships. Though US and UK have said that they are prepared for any retaliatory actions coming from Yemen, so probably they are also anticipating some sort of escalation. For now, there is no way that we can look at going down of Yemeni attacks in the wake of the latest attack that US has done, and the escalation of the tension would continue to remain high, and the ships, those who were faring through that area, will have to take the reroute that they were taking throughout the coastal line of Africa.
United States and Britain have launched strikes against sites linked to the Houthi movement in Yemen. Now, the first on the country since the Iran-backed group started targeting international shipping in the Red Sea late last year. As witnesses in Yemen confirmed explosions throughout the country to Reuters, President Joe Biden cautioned in a statement late on Thursday he would not hesitate to carry out further action if needed. Now, Joe Biden confirmed strikes against number of targets in Yemen, and he's called it a defensive action and said that it's a clear message that the United States and partners won't tolerate attack on our personnel. Also, he said that the US will not hesitate to direct further measures to protect its people and the free flow of international commerce. Now, as we are on this story, we also have some breaking news that's coming in. This is with regards to Anthony Blinken, who is now dialed S. Shankar, our Minister of External Affairs, amid these Houthi attacks on the ships. What has gone down between the two, but as long as conversation is concerned, before the attack took place, US Secretary of State Anthony J. Blinken spoke today with Indian External Affairs Minister S. Shankar, and the Secretary and External Affairs Minister discussed the United States and India's shared concern over
Viewers, in a dastardly crime, an interfaith couple were targeted by 7 members of the minority community who were devolving upon themselves the responsibility of moral policing in Karnataka, viewers. What transpired was nothing short of barbarous. The interfaith couple checked into a hotel room in Haveri in Karnataka. The couple were allegedly spotted by an auto rickshaw driver. The auto driver tipped off these 7 individuals that belonged to the minority community. All of them barged into the room and they caught hold of the woman and the man. They brutalized both of them. The woman was beaten black and blue and so was the man. Then they dragged, or rather kidnapped, the woman, viewers. And we are being now told by the woman who was abducted and dumped that she was allegedly raped in a nearby forest by these men.